It's
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field.
They'll be led out by a familiar face. This is Houston's first-round pick, of course, back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Faking the give. Now Watson.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Watson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Up the middle with Eckler. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Stroud working out of the gun. Now incomplete. It's tanked down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The throwing again is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the 21, here's second down and 3. Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, it's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. He's got Gibson on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here in Vegas. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 7 catches, 115 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. To the air yet again, Watson. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now second and 5. Now Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll be brought down at the 37. Back to throw, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll go down at the 28. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving him a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us what...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the Texans' 31-yard line.
Watson now to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
And it's third down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This now a 3rd and 4. Stroud sets up the play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Texans at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when they lose a tight game as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Stroud out of the gun here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Stroud on third down now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 41, here's second down at 8. Watson. That is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Here goes Stroud again. That's caught again by Schultz.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On second down, Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Now it's Watson. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. Shoves him aside. And he works free. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7th. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Again on second down, it's Stroud. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The return is Renfro.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st down, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. To throw is Watson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Now back to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Throwing now is Stroud. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
Now Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Throwing again is Stroud.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got Gibson on the out route.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Eckler is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Renfro. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Oh, good move. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Watson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Watson.
Open man is Tucker.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Stroud. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A beautiful fake. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Watson now going to run the option right. And a loose football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. A short one going to be, and it's a fumble. He's across midfield, down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 53 yards. And the Texans get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And this taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
And 3 at the 36-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Raiders on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. To about the 40-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3rd and 5. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. Mayer there to bring it in. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd down and 1.
It's 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They give it off here to the tight end. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Gets around him and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Give them 18 on the play.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back to the running game with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Now it's Watson. Open man is Myers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And quickly they get to the line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
From the gun, here's Watson. Touchdown Raiders! Josh Jacobs from 4 yards out.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready, set.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Calvin Ridley, a 6-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down 28-20. 1:39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Able to connect with Jacobs.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
To throw, Watson.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Watson to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Watson.
And that is incomplete. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part one. Part two, the two-point conversion.
Throw the two-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Texans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.